magnitude earthquake struck Myanmar on 28th of March. The impact was not just felt in Myanmar but also in Thailand. But here, look at the screen. This is what Myanmar looked like. Buildings reduced to ruins, roads torn apart, schools and monasteries destroyed, homes and infrastructure damaged. Thousands lost their lives, including innocent children buried under the collapsed world around them. But the horror didn't end there. The quake shook neighboring Thailand's Bangkok as well. A city of towering skyscrapers, many still under construction. Yet 99.9% of buildings survived the quake's fall. Only one building collapsed. No other infrastructural damage was reported. This 33-story building that was under construction collapsed during the earthquake, and the aftermath was horrific. As the building collapsed, it trapped several people under the debris. It's been more than 100 hours as we speak, but it is believed that over 300 remain trapped inside. In the aftermath of the devastating quake, several questions are being raised. Myanmar saw massive damage, but Bangkok's skyline remained unaffected. Why? How did Bangkok's skyscrapers withstand the tremors? Why did only this building collapse? And how is it at the center of a massive scandal in Bangkok? Let's talk about it. Dramatic footage has emerged showing high-rise buildings in Bangkok swaying during the earthquake, sending water cascading from rooftop pools. But they remain structurally intact. The reason? Thailand enforces one of the strictest building codes in the world. After the 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake, Thailand updated its national building code, making earthquake-resistant designs mandatory in 43 provinces. Any building over 15 meters, that is 5 stories, must comply with seismic construction standards, incorporating reinforced materials and structural stability measures. Older buildings, especially those built after 2009, are urged to undergo structural reinforcements to meet modern standards. Strict quality inspection on steel, concrete and foundation materials prevent cost cutting that could lead to catastrophic failures. Yet one building collapsed like a house of cards. The fallen structure was a 33-story skyscraper, part of a multi-billion baht project for Thailand's State Audit Office. The project had been under construction for over 3 years, with a Chinese firm involved in its development. Following the disaster, Thailand's Deputy Prime Minister ordered an immediate investigation into the collapse. It wasn't just the earthquake that brought down the building. It was a mix of corruption, cost-cutting and negligence. As the investigation intensified, Thai authorities detained 4 Chinese nationals for allegedly attempting to remove sensitive documents from the disaster site. Reports suggest that they illegally entered the restricted area of the collapsed building and retrieved over 30 documents. Shockingly, the collapsed skyscraper was already under scrutiny before the disaster as well. Thai officials had previously considered cancelling the project due to severe delays and irregularities. Government inspections revealed worker shortages, stalled progress and suspected cost-cutting measures. Now this tragic collapse is at the center of a national scandal, exposing potential flaws in Thailand's construction oversight and raising urgent questions about accountability and safety enforcement. So far, 18 bodies have been recovered and over 300 people are believed to be trapped inside the collapsed structure. Meanwhile, in Myanmar, the situation is different. Hundreds of buildings and infrastructure collapsed, especially in Mandalay, which was much closer to the earthquake's epicenter and experienced significantly stronger shaking than Bangkok. In fact, buildings in Myanmar are continuing to collapse 5 days after the powerful earthquake struck the country, creating perilous conditions for rescuers as they attempt to extricate survivors from the rubble. Despite frequent earthquakes, Myanmar lacks widespread earthquake-resistance construction due to economic challenges and political instability. Building codes are often unenforced and structures are built in high-risk areas like floodplains and steep slopes. Experts have also warned of aftershocks which can further weaken already damaged buildings. The human toll of the disaster is staggering. Over 2,700 people have been confirmed dead in Myanmar, with thousands more injured or missing. The earthquake has left tens and thousands of people homeless, adding to the already dire humanitarian crisis in the country. As investigations continue in the Bangkok collapse, questions of accountability remain. Who approved the material used? Were regulations overlooked in favor of cost cutting? And who should be held responsible for the deaths and injuries caused by the building's failure? And for Myanmar, the disaster underscores the urgent need for better building regulations and stricter enforcements.